welcome to my channel. Today I will demonstrate you how to choose an image and how to upload the same into Firebase. Let's start developing Android Studio project. You can click on start new Android Studio project, then you can choose the empty activity, then you can click on next. Here you can provide the name of your application. I am giving the name of my application is choose image and upload to Firebase. Right, you can choose your language and then you can click on finish. Let me clarify what I want to do. I want here two buttons. One is for the choose file and another is for the upload file. Let me start with first choose. So you can just move to your design activity main, then you can click over here in design. uh, Here also you can show the layout decoration, then you can remove this text view first. Once you did this, now it's a time to take two buttons over here. So I'm taking one button. This button is for choose file, right? So I'm just taking one button. You can take one more button over here. This is for the upload file, right? So I'm taking one more button over here. You can click on image view and you can just move, drag and drop over here, and you can choose the default image that you want to put. I'm putting here that is IC launcher background. Then you can click on infer constraint also, but before this I want to provide the width and height of my this image. So I'm providing the width that is 350 dp and height that is 400 dp. Now you can click on infer constraint. Before this, if you want to arrange this image, then you can arrange it. Once you arrange this image, you can rearrange your button also if it is required. And then now you can click on infer constraint, and that infer constraint will put all this image with a start of top to top of all the values will be assigned. Now let me provide the name of my button. This button name is choose. This button name is upload. Whenever user click on this choose button, I want to open the create chooser, and using create chooser, user can select the image, and that image I want to load over here in this image view. Whenever user click on this upload button, I want to upload the same image into my Firebase data storage, that is on cloud, right? So let's start developing Android Studio practical. You can just move to your main activity.kotlin file, and here in main activity.kotlin you need to write a code for this button. This first button name is button. So whenever user click on this button, I want to write the code, right? So I'm just writing what whenever user click on this button dot set on click listener. It means whenever user click on this button, I want to start a file chooser. So I am calling my function that is start file chooser. Definitely I need to create the function for this. So I'm just creating the function that is file chooser. What we will do over here, very simple. Variable I is equal to, you can take the intent, and using intent you can call your image, right? So you can just set the type, set type image slash star. Suppose if you want to load a PDF file, then here instead of image slash star you can mention the PDF slash star. I dot set action. Here in action you need to define what, see, you need to define the string. So you can simply write the intent dot action underscore get content. Why? Because we want to get the content. Now you can start the activity for result. Whenever you call the start activity for result, you need a parameters over here. Minimum two parameters are required. One is intent and another is the request code, right? So what I'm doing here, you can call intent dot create chooser. You can just call intent dot create chooser function, in which you just need to provide the name of your intent, and then you need to provide the title, what you want to put into your title. So I'm just writing here choose picture. And now you need to provide the request code. I'm just providing the request code, that is 111 on activity start result. So whenever on activity result, what you want to do, right? So I'm just calling the on activity result if request code equal 111 and result code equal activity dot result underscore okay, and user has selected the data, it means data not equal to null, then I want to load this image into my image view. So very simple, you need a file path first, file path that you can get using this data variable. So I'm just declaring one variable over here, variable file path, and you can just declare the variable with the type, that is android.net.uri. You can just click press alt or enter over here and add the late initialize uh, variable. Now you can initialize this variable over here. If data is not equal to null, it means the data is something there. So you can just write file path is equal to suppose if you are using Java, then you need to call the data.getData function. I'm just writing data.data, and for null safety check, you can call the assert call. Now variable bitmap is equal to media store dot images dot media dot get bitmap is the function. Here you need to provide the content resolver first, and you need to provide the file path. It will get the image that you have selected, right? Now I want to put this image into my image view. So you can just call the function, that is image view dot set image bitmap, and you can set your bitmap over here. If you are executing this application, what it will do, it will load two buttons and one image view, and whenever user click on this button, I am calling the start file chooser function. Start file chooser function will do what, using intent, that they will transfer my cursor into intent, and you can choose the image. Let's start and checking that it is working properly or not. You can click on choose here. See what happens, it moves to all the files, so you can choose the image. I'm just clicking on images, right? So here in my emulator, so many images are there. You can choose the image whatever you want to choose, right? So I'm just choosing one image over here. You can, whenever you choose the image, it should be replaced in my this image view, right? So it is done, it is fine. I can select my image, and it is set over here in my image view. Now it's a task to upload this image into Firebase data storage. Whenever you want to upload this into Firebase data storage, first step is what, you need to click on tools, then you need to click on Firebase. Whenever you click on Firebase, there are so many options are available. Here you can select storage, and you can click on upload and download file. Now you need to connect your application to the Firebase. You must be connected to internet first. So you can click on connect to Firebase. Whenever you click on connect to Firebase, it will move to your Firebase console, and in your Firebase console you need to connect with the your Google account, right? So Firebase console is running on. Now it will asking me to add the project. Yes, I want to add the project. So you can just give the name. See, choose image and upload Firebase is my name, and I'm just clicking on continue. Whenever you click on continue, do you want the enable Google Analytics? Right now I don't want to enable the analytics, right? So you can just click on create project. This project is creating over here, and it must be connected to this my Android Studio. So launching web connect flow, you need to wait until and unless this process is completed. Once this provisioning resource and all this upload Firebase storage connectivity with the Firebase console is done, you can click on continue. Whenever you click on continue, now you need to connect your Android Studio with your Firebase project, right? So depending upon your net speed, it will load it, and your Firebase Android app has been created in Firebase. You can connect this. Once you click on connect, you can check over here. See, connect to Firebase. Might be it is done. Now you can click on the second step, that is add cloud storage to your app. You can click on accept changes, right? So it will be synchronized and it will add the Gradle build to your application. See here, connect your app to Firebase is also connected, dependency is added. All once all this step is done, now you are no longer away. Now it's a time to write the code for upload. So very simple, you have a button number 2. Whenever user click on this button number 2, I want to write the code for button number 2. So very simple, you can just write the code for button number 2. Button 2 dot set on click listener. Whenever user click on this button, I want to upload the file, right? So I am calling the function that is upload file. Definitely this function is not available, so I need to create this function. So I'm creating the function that is upload file. Whenever the file is uploaded to the server, what I need a minimum things. That is what, if file is selected by the user, then I want uh, to check this not equal to null. And one more thing, that I want to load the progress dialog, how much data of my file is uploaded to the server. So let me write the code. If file path is the variable that I declared as an instance variable. If file path not equal to null, it means user has selected the file. If file path is there, you can just initialize your variable pd is equal to progress dialog. Progress dialog is the dialog that is available. You can load that particular dialog. You can just pass the context over here, and you can set the title. I'm just setting the title, that is uploading. Why? Because we are uploading an image to the Firebase. And you can just call the function that is pd.show. Now it's time to define the image reference. So you can just create one variable. Image reference is equal to, here you need a Firebase storage. See, this library will be added just because of here in assistant you added this cloud storage to your app. So dependency is set up correctly over here, and once dependency is set up correctly, then and then you can access the classes over here, right? So I'm just calling the Firebase storage dot get instance dot reference is the function. Using this, your reference will be created, right? And reference dot, you need to add the child. So do you want to create any directory in your Firebase? See, this is my Firebase, and here in Firebase you can just see that there is a one. You can click on storage. Once you click on storage, you can click on get started. Yes, you can click on next. You can click on done. Once all this done, you can see that there is a one uh, link is created in storage. In storage there are three tabs are there. One is file, another is rule, and third one is the usage. Before it creates the bucket, uh, let me specify here what I want to do. So here you can just create the reference dot child, and you can create the folder in which folder you want to upload the image, right? So I'm just writing here images slash name of your image. So you can just write the pic.jpg. Very simple. This images is the folder. It will be created in my Firebase storage, and this is the name of the JPG that I want to give for my image, right? You can just call your function that is image reference dot put file, and you can just pass the path. File we already taken away, right? So here in this path I want to upload. See, this is load. Now here in storage, files, rules, and usage, there are three tabs are there. Here in files menu, I want to create one folder over here, that is images. This is the reason why I provided here images, and here in images one image will be created with the name that is pic.jpg. Once you put here image reference dot put file with the file path, now it's a time to define the three methods. One is on success what you want to do, on failure what you want to do, and on progress what you want to do, right? So you can just call dot add on success listener. Whenever you want to do this, just define all these three methods. Add on failure listener, what you want to do, and add on progress listener, what you want to do. Once all this is done, you remember this, these are all our method of this my image reference. So I'm still with this image reference dot put file dot add success listener dot add on failure listener dot add on progress listener. Here in add on success listener, if my file is uploaded successfully, then what you want to do, simple, I want to dismiss this progress dialog, right? As well as I want to give the message to the user that file is uploaded. So you can just call toast.make text application context file uploaded. You can just pass here toast dot your length dot show. Whenever failure is occur, then it returns you an exception, right? So we need a one variable over here. So I'm just calling here one variable, that is parameter. Here also you can mention the variable, that is p0 parameter. Here also you can mention the variable, that is p0 parameter. Now whenever failure is occur, it means the file is not uploaded, right? So again I want to dismiss my progress dialog. I can I can put here toast also, and that is what file is uploaded on success. And here if the file is not uploaded, then what exception is that I want to display. So here you can simply write p0 dot message, it will return you string, right? So you can call this. But what if you want to do in progress? It means whenever user is uploading a file, I want to know the user that 20% of your file is uploaded, 40% of the file is uploaded, 60% is uploaded. So I want to show the continuous progress. So you can just create one variable, that is variable progress is equal to, and here you can write 100.0, it means it will be double, multiply by p0 your variable dot. Now byte transferred, it means how much data is uploaded, divided by p0 dot total byte count. It means suppose total byte is 2 MB and you have uploaded for example 300 KB. So 300 KB divided by 2 MB, that is the percentage, right? But I need to multiply this with the 100 value so I can get the percentage value. Here you can set the progress dialog dot set message function, and here in set message function you can set that uploaded. Now how much percentage data is uploaded, so you can just simply write dollar progress dot to integer, this much data is uploaded. So you can just add the percentage over here. Once it is done, you are near to uploading all this data, but one setting is required over here in your Firebase storage. Just move to rules and you can edit the rules over here. See, by default rule is what, request authentication should not be null, right? Sometimes it hurts, so just set here. Why? It definitely in production application, definitely request dot authentication not equal to null is required, but I am testing right now, right? So you can just write over here if true, it means I am allowing default upload, right? So you can just click on publish, and by default I am allowing read and write allows, right? So always read and write is possible in this storage. Once it is done, now I need to check it parallelly also. Here you can click on files, there is no folder related to images. Whenever I upload over here, I want that that file should be uploaded to my images folder. So you can just run and execute your application. You can just check over here. Once your application Gradle build is running, it will start launching of your activity. Once your activity launch is done, you can choose the image. Whenever you choose an image, for example I am choosing here one image, and then you can click on upload. Whenever you click on upload, see uploading, uploaded 0%, uh, depending upon your internet speed, see file is uploaded. And now you can click on Firebase Storage. Here you can refresh it. Whenever you refresh it, one folder should be created over here, and that folder name is image, right? And in that image, that file should be uploaded. Now one images folder is created over here. Whenever you click on this images folder, definitely my image name that I given over here, that is pic.jpg, should be created in my Firebase storage over here, right? Here you can click on pic.jpg, and that jpg image will be loaded over here. You can click on pic jpg this name also, so your full image will be loaded over here. Upload see here pic.jpg is loaded over here, and this is the full image that if you want to download, then you can, right? So this is the way you can develop the application that can store your image into your Firebase cloud storage. This is the way you can upload your application. What I did, whenever you want to upload any image, you need a one progress dialog to intimate the user that the file is doing uploading, right? On progress listener, I'm getting the byte transfer, and I'm dividing it with the total byte count, and I'm uploading the message that this much of amount is uploaded. And in failure listener, if there is some message is there, I'm just showing that message. And if it is success, then I'm just giving the message that is file is uploaded. This is the way you can upload your image to Firebase, and you can choose the image from your emulator. That's it from my side. Thank you for listening me. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.